From any computer or smartphone that is connected to the internet, you'll have the ability to log into UKG. On my screen, I've actually already navigated to the Star of the West website, which is www.starofthewest.com. And then in the upper right corner of that website, there is a link that says Employee Resources. When I click the link Employee Resources, it automatically takes me to my UKG login screen. To log in, the first thing you have to enter is your username. The username will always start with SRWM, and then that will be followed with your employee ID. Now, what's unique about the employee ID is it has to be 6 characters. If you don't type in 6 digits, it's not going to allow you to finish this. So let's say, for example, your user ID is 99. In order for you to get into the username, or in order for you to log in, you'd have to pad that 99 with 4 zeros and then finish it with that user ID of 99. So even though this isn't your formal user ID that you're familiar with, or your employee ID that you're familiar with, it does finish with that. So again, remember, when you're logging in, your username has to start with SRWM, followed by 6 digits that represent your employee ID. Now, the sample employee that I'm going to use, I'm just going to type in, again, 010006. That's the employee's ID. And then the password, if you've never logged into UKG before, if this is your first time logging in, your password is your birth date in a specific date format. It's a 2-digit month, followed by a 2-digit day, followed by a 4-digit year. That first time you log in, if you type in that birth date, it's going to prompt you to reset the password and actually put in something new. But that very first time, again, it's a 2-digit month. So if it's January, it would be 01. Then you put in the day of your birth date. Again, 2 digits. So if it's in the single digits, if it's, let's say, the 5th, you would put in 05. And then the year has to be entered as 4 digits. So I'm going to key that in. And then if it's the first time you logged in, as I mentioned, it would prompt you to reset your password. So just to show you what that password screen looks like, I'm actually logged in as a sample employee named John Travolta here. But let's say John needs to reset or change his password for some reason. The password change screen is pretty self-explanatory. The first thing you do is you type in your current password, which once again is what you just typed in to log in, so your birth date. And then your new password has to be from 15 to 64 characters in length, and it has to follow these rules that are listed up above. You have to have at least 2 letters, 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, 1 number, and 1 special character. And as you key in your new password, as you meet these prerequisites, they will automatically turn gray. So you'll know exactly which prerequisites you still have left to meet. After typing in your new password, you will then also have to confirm the password. So you'll have to key it in exactly the same way. And then again, if it is the first time you've logged into UKG, it will then also take you through a series of security questions, which you can set up. And obviously, this will just add another level of security to your password. If the time comes where you do forget your password and you do need it to be reset, you can call either myself, Dan Schluckbier, Josh Taylor, or Casey Jobson. All three of us, we have the ability to log in using an administrative account, and we can actually reset your password to the very beginning. So again, this is the process of logging in to the UKG website.